Procurement plan presented by Nancy Ryan. A procurement plan can be defined as a necessary requirement for the project and processes it will take to from the start of a project to the closure of a project. It basically entails everything that needs to be purchased throughout the project's life cycle and how this will be done. This is normally done by the project manager. The items to be purchased are itemized and planned with the project team. The procurement list is then reviewed by the project management office. The team group considered a couple of decision criteria or evaluation criteria that will help us with the selection of our suppliers. We considered cost. We consider cost as a major factor with the selection of our suppliers. We wanted a supplier that can give us the minimum quote as possible to reduce our budget. A supplier that can also deliver the quantity we need at the stated time and on schedule. Time and schedule we considered. We decided to give contractors with which we've worked with previously a priority. That is, contractors who we have positive experience with previously a priority. We also considered price comparison, whether is it going to be cheaper outsourcing, or is it going to be cheaper doing it ourselves in-house? Is it cheaper cutting out the middleman, or is it cheaper going straight to the retailer or involving the middleman? Our bidding and selection process, we considered two different steps, and before that we had a cost. We decided to do a cost analysis, which will include how much we have to spend at what time. And so before we start the bidding process, we know what they are really bidding for, what the suppliers are actually bidding for, and what could be provided to us at what time. We do not want stock coming in and sitting in the storerooms whilst we do not need them. Step one of the bidding and selection process is the soliciting for bids. We have decided we will send out invitation to bid to various suppliers, allow them to bid, because we believe competition also helps us to get exactly what we want on the market, on cost and on budget and on time. Suppliers, we came up with a list of criteria that suppliers need to qualify for, or need to consider, or need to fulfill before they can qualify for the bidding process. And some of these criteria are: their bids must be on time, their bids must be within budget and on cost. The second step is selecting a supplier. We have decided the lowest bidder will be selected, or the lowest bidder will be given the maximum priority. But the bidder must meet the required minimum specifications that will be stated in the contract or during the bidding process. We consider the fair fixed price contract as the type of contract we will be using. The project management body of knowledge defines this contract as a contract where a fixed amount of money is agreed between the buyer and the supplier, at which during the stage of the agreed time or the duration of the contract, any price increase will be incurred by the supplier, and any price reduction will be at the loss of the buyer. think that there's a tangible benefit to the firm fixed price contract. That's why we chose it. Because in this era of recession, we believe goods and services, the prices of goods and services do not reduce, but they keep going up. And so if it should, within the stated time of the contract, we stand to gain. The contract will also define the quantities of items to be purchased and the delivery date. With the delivery date, we have decided to add penalty clauses to the contract. So if the supplier defaults, we will not be the only losing party, but the supplier will also have to pay some amount of money to us, or will have to forfeit the amount of money we have to pay them. We just hope this will make the suppliers deliver on time and on schedule. We consider supplier management, which we decided should be the responsibility of the project manager. There will be weekly meetings to discuss the status of progress of procured items, and this will be done by the project manager and the project team. During the meetings, the time and specifications, including quality, to ensure it is in accordance with what was stated in the requirement specifications. At these meetings, alterations will also be considered. That is, if there has been changes to any part, any stage of the project, and different items need to be reordered, alterations can be done to different contracts to enable the changes be done at a minimal cost. Thank you.